Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Y'all, I'm so excited about tonight. The weather has truly changed. It's hot outside, and we getting ready to make it hotter on the inside. I promise you, it's going to be fire tonight. We got a great guest that's coming on. We'll be right back with you in about 2 and 2 for a motivational moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. For those of you who don't know, I am Deborah Franklin. I am America's number one motivational. Well, you already know I'm a motivational speaker, but most of all, I am the person that's here to ignite your purpose and your destiny. That's my goal in life, to help you ignite your purpose and your destiny. You have got to be ready at all times to walk in the door that opens for you. You can't get ready. You got to be ready. Well, I want to give a shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is tomorrow, especially to my mom. Baby, when I tell you this is the grand diva of all grand divas, I'm going to make sure that I send a copy of this tape because I know she's not watching live. My mama is the queen of the replay. And then we'll be like, why you said that? Why you do that? But that's all right. That's my mama, Ola Franklin, giving you a shout out all the way in Houston, Texas. The one that birthed me, the one that will beat me, the one that will call and talk to me, the one that will guide me, and most of all, the one that gave me the skills to be the woman that I am today. That woman right there, if she taught us nothing else, she taught us how to multitask and multitask with grace. And she did it in a way that and then the crazy part about it, if you were to tell her that she could multitask with grace, she'd be like, what you talking about? Because it's something that just comes natural to her. She's a natural leader. She's a natural organizer. And I promise you, she can sell ice to in Ireland, and not Ireland, I'm sorry. She can sell ice in the North Pole, honey. That's just how good she is at convincing people and to turning them around to what she wants them to do. But most of all, that's our mama, Mark. And shout out to my brothers, because today is also our father's birthday. I think one Christmas, we did a whole show dedicated to our father, which was bananas. So we're probably planning another one of those. I can't wait to do another one, because doing shows with my brothers, I promise y'all, everybody thinks that I'm the funny one. I promise you, I'm not funny. I'm not crazy. I'm not creative. Because when you see me with them, I just sit there, because they going to take over the show. It's no telling what will happen. Everything will be in play dealing with them. So I have to give a shout out, because on today we celebrate our father, because my father he was our backbone. And I promise you, I am and still am a daddy's girl. Nobody could can ever measure up to my father in my eyes, because he was the one when I couldn't make it through anything, he would support me. Now and then he would support you in a way that it was like he would let you think about it. He would never tell you what you couldn't do. But then after you did something, and say for instance it didn't work out that a certain way, he would be like, well, did you think about this, or did you try this? Because he would always support us in anything that we did. So that is the kind of father, and that is the kind of person that we had in our lives. Is like he was and then he was that silent supporter too, because he was the type, he'll see you messing up, but then he wouldn't come he'll go tell my mama, go on and take this to that girl so she don't mess this up. But that was my daddy. So tonight's show most definitely is dedicated to my father, R.L. Franklin Jr. He is the person that gave me life and helped me on my road. And I want to give a shout out to Monica. Hey, thank you. Yes, she did the hashtag celebrate a sister. Most definitely. Tonight, we're going to have to celebrate a sister. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Winfred. Hey, Winfred Barnes. Y'all, Winfred is one of my college friends. So, y'all, I just want to thank everybody for joining in tonight. But tonight, I want to give us, last Mother's Day, I did a shout out to all the mothers that were going through loss, because Mother's Day, it can be so happy for some, but then so sad for others. Either they've lost their mothers prematurely, or they've lost their mothers for a variety of reasons, or they don't have the relationship that they think that they should have their mothers, or you have women that are going through on Mother's Day because they want to be mothers and can't be mothers because of fertility issues, or even dealing with miscarriage. Y'all, it's so many things that are going on this holiday, but I want to share one thing with you guys. And last year I talked about Mother's Day blues, but this year I want to talk about just being happy. Be happy that you are a woman that has been created for excellence. Be happy that you may not be, for those that may not be mothers, and for those that are mothers, that you are going to strive to be the best woman that you can be. Be the woman that everybody looks up to. And like they always talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, y'all know I always have issues with that, but she was a strong woman. She was a multitasking woman. She was a woman that could just pretty much do whatever she needed to do. And we have to make sure that we're not cutting out the people around us, because sometimes you may not be a mother per se, but you have mothering skills. So if there's a young person around you, y'all embrace them. Be that spot of light that they don't have. Be that spot of light that they need, because they're longing for that extra touch from a woman that can speak into their lives, that can pour into their lives, because you just never know what our young ladies are going through, because sometimes we've made it to our 30s and 40s, but we forget about that these babies at 16, 17, 18 are going through things that they don't even know how to articulate. They don't realize that if somebody is always taking from them, that they're not their friends. They're just somebody that's there to use them. We have got to learn to start pouring into our young ladies, so our young ladies can develop the backbone and develop that self-esteem early in life. And the helping to develop that self-esteem just doesn't come from their biological mother. That comes from all the women that are surrounding them. And I said this like last week when I was taught, y'all know I teach Sunday school, so I talked about this, and it talks about, even in the Bible, it says the older women are supposed to pour into the younger women. But guess what? The older women aren't doing it. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty sometimes myself. But we have got to make a purpose. We have got to purpose in our heart, purpose in our plan, that we are going to start to pour into our younger women, help them. And it goes way beyond how they dress. It goes way beyond how they talk. But it goes to how they think. Because if you help someone change their mindset, then they'll start changing how they look on the outside. They'll start carrying themselves in a different way. And then if you approach them in love. Y'all, I've been having way too many episodes like this lately, where I've had to just really like pull somebody up. And I told them, I said they were dressed inappropriately, but it was cute for one thing. But then it was like not appropriate for the situation that we were in. And I pulled her up. I said, you know what? You are not ready for the attention that what you have on is going to give you, are you? And she was like, no. I said, because probably 9 times out of 10, you've already gotten some that you was not prepared for. And, pulling her up the way that I did, I've started seeing a difference in her. I've started seeing that she's being more mindful in what she's doing. Y'all, what if I had just dogged her out? So, and that's what we have to start doing. Ladies, for nothing else, for Mother's Day, find another young lady that you can mentor. Be a mentor to another young lady. That's what I want you to do, regardless of what you're going through, regardless of what you're feeling, because you know what? Yeah, we're going to go through that bit of depression. Because I'm right there with you. And you guys and anybody that knows me, anybody that's read my book, I'm right there with you when it comes down to having crazy, weird feelings on Mother's Day. And yes, my mother is alive and well and love her to death. But I'm talking about me personally, on my personal level. So I want you guys, I want ladies, #celebrate a sister. But guess what? I need you to start grabbing hold to another young lady and be her mentor. And it doesn't mean that you got to start buying her clothes, getting her hair done, getting her nails done. If you want to, yeah. But guess what? These babies don't need the things. They need you. Yeah, I'm going to say that again. They need you. They need you to pour into their lives physically, verbally, and just reach out to them and just love on them. And the material things are going to come, because sometimes people say, well, I don't have the money to be a mentor. It doesn't take money to be a mentor, because right now our babies are going through where they got a lot of things, but they don't have a lot of us. They don't have a lot of people. They got inanimate objects. They don't have people that can pour into their lives and help them take themselves to another level. So ladies, this is what you are going to be. The challenge is find somebody to mentor. Be a light, be a ray of sunshine to somebody else, because I get it. And I know I have some friends that are grieving this weekend, but guess what, guys? You're going to have to shake it off. And I'm not telling you should have a time limit on your grieving. And I'm not telling you that you should not grieve. But what I'm telling you is find a way to focus on something else. Find a way and find someone else that you can pour into and be a rock to them. Because guess what? You will live. Are living, and you are special. You are the best thing that God ever made. And because you were a mother to that child for the time that you were, God blessed you with that time that you did have. And for those of you that wanting to be parents, this is your time. Don't sit around and sulk about it. Don't sit around and get caught up, because I want you to strive. I want you to take yourself to another level. I want you to just jump out there and just start being the best you that you can be and be whole in what you're doing, because you are going to reach that next level. But when you do, I want you to be whole, mind, body, and soul. Well, y'all, if nothing else, be whole, love on somebody, find somebody to mentor. We'll be right back with the rest of our show, and I do want to hear from you. I want you guys to call in, give a shout out to your mama, give a shout out to me, give a shout out to yourself, honey. Call in at 443-454-3751. We want to hear from you live here at Conversations with Deborah Franklin. We'll be right back. And we're back. Y'all, welcome back to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Tonight's show, we are going to be doing some stuff. I just want to have a free-for-all. Y'all got to call in. You need to share your businesses. We are doing something really crazy. My team basically looked at me like I was crazy. And I told them, I said, y'all, we're going to run a special on being able to promote on the show. And I was like, we're going to do that. And I wanted to do something for all the small businesses. I wanted to shout out to all the small businesses because a lot of times people would come to your business if they knew you were on. Now, what we're doing is that we're running a special for 30 days, $30. We'll promote your business on all of our social media, plus give you an ad that will come on between the shows that is posted live during the show, as well as on all the replays and when we're doing it. I'll make sure that I'm giving you shout outs during the Facebook lives when people come on. Can you fly me? Wait a minute, Winfred, I promise you. Can you fly me in and give me hotel accommodations like Ellen? Ha! No, we are not like Ellen just yet, but thank you for speaking that into existence. I received that prophetic word, Prophet Winfred Barnes. Winfred is somebody I went to college with. Now, this joker right here, he need to call in. Since he being smart at the mouth through Facebook, he need to call in so we can really have this conversation. When we can get that, when I can start flying people in, I wouldn't be talking about, well, we running a special for advertisements on the show for $30. Promote your business for $30 for 1 month. We are definitely, but that is the truth. We are running a promotional package right now where you can promote your book, your speaking events, your whatever you're doing, your business, your next event, something that you got coming on for 30 days. We will run your ad. It would be on our Facebook, our Twitter, our Instagram, basically all of our social media outlets and our YouTube page and featured on our website. So you would definitely be getting that exposure. And just for us doing it on listenvisionlive.com, you're going to be reaching over 50,000 eyeballs. Can you imagine if over 50,000 people see what you're doing and able to hear what you're doing, that they would be jumping? You would definitely start seeing an increase in your business, because I know I have since I've been on the air. My media coaching business has increased. My speaking engagements have increased. I've been able to network with more people. We are in the process of doing some rebranding of some things. So I'm so excited about what we have going on. And just so you know, I know that a lot of times y'all have seen some of the previous shows. We had the picture of the book. Y'all, the book is done. 21 minutes, 21 days of prayer and meditation is finished. You can go online, you can go to Amazon, or you can go to my webpage at deborahfranklin.com and get your copy of 21 minutes, 21 days of prayer and meditation. If you order it from the website, it will be autographed and sent directly to you. I'm so excited about this book. You need to get it, because we're going to start. We tried to do the challenge earlier, but because we didn't have the book, it kind of fizzled. So what we're going to do is that we're going to start the challenge probably sometime over the summer or going into, y'all, we got a call. We got a caller coming in. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Yes, Deborah Winfred. How are you today?
Hey, Winfred Barnes. I'm so excited to hear from you, man. I love you. What's been going on?
I'm loving this show. I'm loving it.
Thank you so much. Oh, my God.
I reposted it on Facebook and tagged all our friends.
Oh my God, thank you so much. And the beauty of it is that the Facebook piece is that when it's on Facebook, and for those that are watching live through listenvision.com, is that the Facebook, y'all see all the behind the scenes stuff and all my faux and me talking to the producer talking about, Jay, let's go in. Oh my God, thank you, Winfred. Y'all, Winfred, believe it or not, we're friends from college, but we didn't even go to the same school. He used to visit my school.
I was a professional college student.
Yes. And wait a minute, I think you probably should have had graduated when you were still coming to our school, wasn't it? What?
Yeah, I graduated from the Grambling State University, and
yes.
I was working on my master's at TSU.
Shut up. You was working on your master's? Oh my God.
You couldn't tell. I know you couldn't tell.
Could not tell at all, y'all. And because I think that's okay, y'all, I'm finna really age Winfred. Now, mind you, that was my freshman and sophomore year. at Sam Houston State University, even though I am a proud graduate of Texas Southern University. The Tigers are in the house tonight.
The real Tigers. The real Tigers.
Yeah, because my brother is probably listening too, because my brother Mark went to Grambling. Oh!
I know, that's right.
And then, the baby, the one that everybody could never believe that was my baby brother. Guess he graduates from U of H in 2 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, you
God
feel old now,
God
don't you?
Good.
I know. Whenever I tell somebody that knew him when we was in college, they was like, "That's the baby you had on campus." I said, "I know, right? The baby is grown, good and grown now."
I'm so proud of you, Deborah, for the work that you're doing. I've been catching your shows, and it's just a joy to see you just ministering as you do.
Thank you
We knew you
so
always
much.
had it in you.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Winfred. I get so excited when I get to see people that I have not seen since I moved. Because it's like, since I moved out here on the East Coast, it's kind of hard. Because when I come into town, you already know that Ola have me everywhere.
Right.
And you know how that go. So what do you have going on now? Because I've been seeing some stuff you've been posting. So what you got going on?
I used to be a college recruiter. Now I'm a college advisor. I work in the local high schools where I prepare kids to go to college, talk about SAT, ACT, how to select the college, how to prepare to visit, how to select all that and be successful in college.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. We definitely need to have you come back on so you could talk about that when we do our back to school shows. Because, I teach high school by day, which is hilarious. Right. Me as a teacher, that anybody that knows me know that's like the biggest joke ever, that I'm teaching somebody's child. But,
yeah.
But
who would have thought we'd be doing this?
I know, right? Because we definitely were not doing that when we were in school. And that's why I tell everybody, how you start out definitely does not determine how you end up.
Yeah, that's true. We actually have our prom tonight, so I'm not going to be on long. I'm actually working the prom. Can you believe that?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Our prom was last night, but because this pollen is on overkill, I got home and could not see anything. So trust me, I understand. So Winfred, thank you so much for calling in, giving us.
And I will be sharing the word and keep doing what you're doing. And I just pray God's blessings on you and your team.
All right. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate you. Love you. Love you back.
Right,
have a good one. Y'all, that was one of my friends. I'm so excited. I was like, we got another call calling in. Y'all, this is what I want you guys to do. Call in. Let us know what you're doing. Let us know how you like the show. 443-454-3751. We are getting ready to bring our guest on in just a moment. And I'm so excited about this because she has some things in her bio that made me almost jump through my skin. Because when you can start meeting people that are kindred spirits and that are thinking like you think, and it's not that we're in competition, but it's like she said something about igniting, and you all know that's my favorite thing. I feel like everybody has something in them that can be ignited. You have got to get ready to step into your zone, and you got to get ready to start doing some things. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our special guest, Jazzmine Jackson. Well, hello, everybody. As you can see, the Prayer Convocation 2018 is definitely coming up. A ministry in International College of Intercession of Empowerment Temple AME Church, where Reverend Dr. Cecilia Williams-Bryan is the dean, is hosting this great event. It's going to be July 19th through the 21st right in Baltimore. I almost said right here in Baltimore. Actually, I'm in D.C., but the Prayer Convocation will be held at the Convention Center in Baltimore, Maryland. For more information, please go to the website of globalprayerconvocation.org. Again, that's globalprayerconvocation.org. We will be having her on soon to give some more insight about this grand event, because even if you don't have a clue this about intercession, this is definitely the place for you. Because I went, I think 2 years ago, and I actually did a workshop did a prayer workshop there, but I was able to attend some of the other things. Y'all, this event is phenomenal. It would just blow your socks off, because to see all the different people there and in prayer and in one accord. And as the Bible says, if we all pray together, can you imagine what kind of change that we could see if everybody is praying in on one accord, praying for our nation, praying for our leaders, praying for each other, praying for healing, praying for people to be set free and delivered, praying for increase in your businesses, praying for increase in your life, praying for even fertility. Guys, can you imagine what prayer can do? Because remember, even Sarah prayed for it. She just didn't believe it. And then she laughed, but she still got what she prayed for. You have got to remember that if nothing else, you'll be learning to pray intentional. When you are intentional about your prayers, God will answer them. He will show you about what you need to do. So please mark your calendars, register on globalprayerconvocation.org about the Global Prayer Convocation 2018, which is July 19th through the 21st in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, Yolanda. Yes, indeed, Yolanda. Prayer Convocation is where you want to be this in July, because I know I will be there. I've already registered, honey, so you've got to be there. And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to, there's some other things that, I think we got a couple more announcements in there. Not sure. Okay. Hey, Esther Johnson, that's one of my students. Hey, y'all. Make sure that you are following us on all of our social media. On Facebook and Instagram, we are Conversations Deborah Franklin. On Twitter, I messed this one up, but again, you'll get it. It's at Deborah Convo. And on YouTube, Conversations Deborah Franklin. You have got to go to our YouTube page. You can catch all of our past shows. You can catch different speaking events. You can get all kind of video booking information. Go to our website at www.conversationsdeborahfranklin.com. Y'all have got to follow us. Make sure that you are liking and sharing our page. Most of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel and get other people to subscribe. Y'all help us to go global. We go global. We want to go viral. So help us get the numbers. We got some new things coming on. We got some new shows. We got some new lineups. We got different guests that are going to be joining us here live in the studio. And we just want you to just do that for us. And I think we have maybe one more. Y'all, we are trying something new with the I was told that I submitted everything that I had for announcements. Huh? Yes, that's the one. That is hot right there. That's your girl. Yes, your girl right there. You have got to call me if you are in need of a media coach. Y'all, I am media coaching. So sometimes people say that they want interviews, they want to do TV, they want to do radio, but they don't have a clue about how to be effective in the media. You have got to call me. I have different sessions, different modules. You can do it all online. We go through a lot of things, because some of the main things is how to take the out of your vocabulary, because a lot of times Will kill your interview. You do not want that to happen. And so, if you're looking for a media coach, somebody that can help you take your brand to another level, I am that person. Please go to the website, sign up for a free consultation. Yes, the website DeborahFranklin.com, and conversationsDeborahFranklin.com, and that way you can get some more information on how to become one of my clients. Because y'all, I just finished this class with some nurses, and I tell you, they are promoting, they are killing their brand statements. We talk about brand statements. We talk about how to develop your brand. We talk about how to effectively answer a question, because so many times people, this is just your tip for the day. Start practicing how to say your name. And believe it or not, that sounds crazy, but have you ever seen an interview and somebody says, well, can you introduce yourself? Or how do you know this person? And they pause. There are some things that you should know. You should know your name, you should know where you're from, and you should know who your family is or who you want to include. So make sure that you start to practice that. That is your first media coaching tip of the day. Well, guys, we'll be right back with you. We're going to try one more time to reach out to our guests, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, this is Jazzmine Jackson. How are you? I did. I thought I was actually tomorrow. I'm flying home for my son's baseball training. So I had it set up thinking that we were supposed to go live tomorrow. I can be live in about 10 minutes. I'm speeding into my housing complex. Yes, I'm so sorry.
We are back, guys. Welcome back to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Our guest, y'all, this is what happens when you do live radio. And there's a time zone difference because I didn't realize that Jazzmine was in Texas because I'm a Texas girl, but I didn't recognize I forget. We got so many new area codes in Texas that you'll see some and not even think that it's in that area. And then when I seen her number pop up, I said, Grand Prairie. That means she in Dallas. So I was like, yes, honey.
Yes.
Jazzmine, welcome to Conversations with Deborah Franklin. I'm so excited to have you on. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know that you're rushing. I know that we got some things going on, y'all. We're going to have her come back on because we definitely want her to be able to take calls. But we're going to go ahead and just make this happen. Jazzmine, tell us. Go ahead and tell us. Who are you and what do you do?
Well, I am an educator. I am a teacher, a speaker, an author now.
Awesome.
And of course, a parent and a wife.
That's a lot.
So I got in that. Yeah, it's a lot. That's why I'm running late. I was rushing from a baseball game with my 6-year-old. He was in a tournament all day. So mommy first, everything else later.
Exactly, and I tell that to all my mothers. Y'all wear so many hats. It's like when you a mommy, everything else is secondary.
It is. Well, I mean, I wanted to come on just to kind of share my story and encourage other women and other people. I'm a suicide survivor. And
Well, Jazzmine, you did something with your phone. You moved it. However you had it at first, that was working really well because we could hear you really good.
Can you not hear me?
Now I can hear you. You're great.
Okay. I am a suicide survivor. So I went through a period in my life where I went through a very deep depression. I'm just like a mother. We wear so many hats. So I was a mother. I was a college student. I was a worker. And I was still trying to figure out life.
Wow.
And when you're young, I got married at 20. So, of course, life at that time, when it gives you a curveball as a young person, you don't always know how to handle it. So, after I had my first child, I decided I was going to take 18 hours of science courses because I was a science major.
18 hours of science?
18.
Girl, stop playing with me.
18. I'm not playing, but I'm young.
Okay, right.
I had always done those things. You know, I had always juggled. Been a good student. I had a scholarship and a grant to go to school, so I was going to school for free.
Right.
But after my child, I didn't really think about that. Like, life has to readjust. So I did that. I flunked every course.
Wow.
And I actually got kicked out of school. So just think about, that was a blow. My marriage, again, being young, was on the rocks. Because I married another 20-year-old, so we're still trying to figure out life. So he doesn't know how to support me as a wife and as a college student. So I went in through the depression, and no one could figure out. And so I was in depression by myself. And in the process of doing that, I ended up letting my son stay with my grandmother because my grandmother was like, you can't do this and the child right now. I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, driving an hour to my grandmother's house, driving an hour back to school, then going to work, and then going back to pick him up.
That's a lot. So what helped you make that turn to become a survivor?
A failed attempt.
Right. That's not funny, but that's funny.
I mean, I'm sorry. I went. I don't know how I got by myself in the house one day. It was in August 2012. And I just said at that point, I'm done. I'm better to my child dead than alive. And
wow.
As I was at the point of slitting my wrist, it was a God experience. I can tell you he paralyzed me, and I still can't understand how he did that, but I could not move.
Wow.
And all I could hear God say is, "Really, Jazzmine? We about to do this today?" So if you don't think God has a sense of humor,
exactly. Because
he was just like, "Really? All of this that I'm doing you, this is the result that we're going to go through?" And I was just like, "God, I'm done. Look at all these things that I failed at."
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, "But my love is enough. I can cover you."
Wow.
And all I could feel is like you take a big bucket and you fill it up with like a water.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that like love. And he took a bucket and just dumped it on me and said, "This is how much."
Wow.
And that was the first time I felt that I didn't have to please somebody. I didn't have to be an A student. I didn't have to be a perfect wife. I didn't have to be a perfect mother. I could be jacked up Jazzmine, and that was okay with him.
And you know what? And that's one of the realizations that I think that we all have to go through, regardless of how old you are, is as long as you get to that aha moment, to know that God is going to be satisfied with who you are. Because the thing is, it's not really God that's waiting. God is waiting on you to be satisfied with you.
Oh, yes.
And it's like when you get satisfied with you, it's like that's when you really start to realize how many blessings that God is pouring down on you in a daily basis. And you know, I'm so sorry, we're about to run out of time, but if you had one word of encouragement to share with somebody that's listening tonight, especially with it being Mother's Day, I talked about that earlier. You know, it's Mother's Day. People are probably going through some of that woe is me, and I'm not making light of it at all because I'm a victim of as well in certain situations about dealing with depression and having to go through this, whether they've lost a mother, lost a child, want a child, can't have a child. What words of encouragement would you give to them to help ease that pain that they're experiencing right now?
You're enough. There is nothing that you can do to stop you from being enough for God. He knows where you are. He knows where he's trying to take you. But he needs you to understand that he loves you even if you mess up over and over again. He's not expecting you to be perfect. He's expecting you to follow him.
Wow,
and
that's
that was
amazing.
The biggest thing. I had to understand because I lived in a mentality where I had to be perfect. I had to be this image of something. But God took everything away through that experience and said, all I want is Jazzmine.
And you know what? That is like one of the major things that with nothing else we can close out with is that everybody just say together and put your name in that place. All God wants is me. And then for me, I would say all God wants is Deborah. Deborah to be Deborah. Yeah. And Jazzmine to be Jazzmine. Susan to be Susan. Myra to be Myra. That's all God wants us to be. Yeah. God wants us to be who he has called us to be. And that is one of the strongest things that we can live up to. So Jazzmine, how can people find you? How can they connect with you?
You can connect with me on Facebook. I'm J. Marie Speaks. Or you can follow me on my blog, which is www.jazzminemarie.com.
Awesome.
And my name is spelled Jazzmin.
Yes, ma'am. Well, y'all, it's been fun. It's been real. I just don't even know what to tell you because we definitely going to have to rebook. We're going to have to get Jazzmine to come back on because of that crazy time zone because she's in Texas. We're on the East Coast, and we're going to make it happen the next time so you guys can get the full impact of her testimony and what she has going on mainly because we have so many things that we have in common. I just wanted us to be able to tackle that because, you know, maybe we'll have a girls forum or something that we can really deal with those situations. Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. I think the Lounge Boys are going to be coming on after me. So, guys, y'all love you to life. If nothing else, God loves you, and so do I. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and most of all, have a blessed week. # celebrate a sister. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.